Okay, it's 9:30 and I'm finally out of the shower. I just did a very strong exfoliation day. My skin is like not like in the weather. So the weather keeps like vacillating between being like 90 degrees and then being 40 degrees. And then my heat is always on 110 degrees in the apartment. So my skin is just like very not happy. So my face skin tends to be like combination / normal, but my body skin is like extremely Sahara Desert dry. Like, it doesn't even get rain, so I don't even know a desert that doesn't get any rain. I brewed coffee before I got into the shower, so it's ready for me, and then I'm going to do a little bit of tidying around the house, do my laundry, and yeah, that's about the plan. Needless to say, I am resetting. Next week I am traveling for work, which will probably be a very taxing week, but my colleague and I talked about it. We're like going to try to treat ourselves. Using the keeping all of our per diem until the evening time for dinner. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get some like actually good food. My colleague also doesn't know about my hobbies, so I'm not sure how much I can show you. But also this week I am going to, I don't know, maybe I did show this because this is pretty exciting. I got a new camera. I got the Sony, and this one is the ZV-e10. So basically right now what you're on, I changed, I was going to use the word vacillate again. I changed between using this camera that you're on right now, which is the Sony Alpha 5100, which is like 10 years old, and then also my iPhone. Honestly, my iPhone takes pretty good footage, but these days I've been noticing it's a little bit slow to start recording, so I always miss like the first few seconds of the clip. I know people are gonna be like, use Samsung, it's always ready. From my understanding, Samsung kind of like records a little bit before you even think it's recording, which is like, does that mean it's always recording kind of thing, and it just like deletes it right away because you're not actually, I don't know. Anyway, that's a conspiracy in my head. I'm gonna unbox this new camera. I just picked it up from Best Buy. I got it on sale and it was a pretty good deal. Basically, I'm going to use the same lens that's on this camera that you're on, the 5100, because Sony has like, each of the large camera brands have their own like mounts. So the Sony is an E-mount, so I wanted to not have to buy a new lens. I also don't want to point and shoot, and I also don't want one with a fixed lens. I like the idea, see how that is, the idea of being able to change lenses, because like part of my hobby that I want to get back into is doing photography, like just like, you know, walking around with a camera, but part of me is like also, I did it, this is a long story, but I did it a lot before the pandemic, but then ever since the pandemic I just haven't really gotten back into it. Basically my jobs have been kind of not great after the pandemic. I should have never left my very safe job, but then I would have also been really bored and still working on a 2018 salary. But let me unbox it. So this is what's on top. Hold on, maybe I can get a better angle. Is this a better angle? Who knows? So anyway, I'm using like, I have so many tripods because I keep buying like the cheaper options on Amazon. They do work, so I will link you all my tripods if you want to get into this as a hobby, but you can also, oh my god, now it's at 0% battery. But you can always just go for the mid-range one. Anyway, so warranty info, instructions, but I just want to unbox what the body looks like. So needless to say, I never got my story straight, but I'm going to just keep the lens here, and I'm going to try to sell the body for the 5100 at Adorama or something. But let's see what's in here. Oh yes, it comes with a little microphone shield, so this is like to make sure that the wind doesn't, you know, like the windshield, I don't know what it's called. And then, oopsies, battery is in here. Finally got a new battery. I'm gonna have to buy a backup battery because, I don't know, I just always like having one. Charger, neck strap, try to keep it organized. I'm gonna put them back. And this is the piece de resistance, as they say. Oh, it is so pretty. So again, it doesn't have a lens on it right now, so I'm gonna have to put the lens on, but it is so nice. It basically feels about the same as the one that I'm using right now, and this is where I can put the microphone on, wherever it went. Yeah, so it's there, and then I'll be able to, I was gonna get the one, hold on, let me change to my phone. I'm worried that this clip is gonna go nowhere. Okay, so as I was saying, I was worried that the camera was gonna die and delete the clip. So anyway, I was thinking about getting the Canon G7X that everybody uses to vlog, because actually one of my exes had it as like their camera, and it took pretty okay photos, but like it's kind of old at this point. Like the G7X Mark II is supposed to be better than the G7X Mark III, which is like the newer version. Anyway, but it was also like 700 bucks about, but I do like the Sony functionalities, and this feels about the same as the one that I have already. And this one has the flip out screen. So my 5100 has the flip up screen. So that's going to be a little bit of a difference, but the G7X, the microphone from my understanding is like on the side of the camera, so that's why everybody holds it from the bottom so that you can hear the microphone. But the microphone on the Sony's is not on the sides. I think it's either, I think my 5100 is on the bottom, but I think this one's on the top. Anyway, so what it looks like. I'm so excited actually. I have a new toy finally. I haven't treated myself to a new toy in a while, just because I've been like trying to like save for retirement, but like at the same time, like I am saving like I don't want to say too much for retirement, but I'm also like not really having that much fun. So hopefully this will spur me into having more of an exciting like hobby life of like going out and doing photography. I'm so sorry I dropped you. I had you propped up on my mirror. So that was a really long intro to my morning, but I am going to get ready now. I'm going to do my skincare, do my makeup. I am considering going thrifting. Is it dangerous to do that? Yes. Just put together the camera. So I did put the lens on so it fits like a glove. I haven't charged the battery yet, so I can't turn it on, but there are a couple of changes since the 5100, obviously, because that was 10 years ago. But I think this is more designed actually for vlogging, because again, it has like the microphone mount. I don't think my other one has it. Hold on. Maybe I have. By that I mean I know I have it right next. Yeah, so they're kind of like similar size wise, but like the differences are on the top. So this camera, for example, has a switch to turn it on and off, and then this is like the dedicated video button, whereas on my old camera it was like here was the video button. Also, a couple of other changes are on the side here. You can put another, you can mount another microphone here, and then it will be like there. And hold on, in here, this feels a little bit cheap actually. So this little door hinge, it's like very flimsy feeling, so I'm a little bit concerned, but this is where you can charge it. So it has like the ports and stuff, HDMI, and then the charging USB. So I think it's USB-C. And then on top of that, another large change is, well, the battery size is different, but also that's where you put the SD card is, in that little side slot thing, because on my other camera, so again, this is the 5100, it is a really nice camera and you can get it probably pretty cheap because again it's like 10 years old, but the charging and stuff was all on the side here, and this is also where you put the SD card, whereas the battery was on the bottom. So anyway, I maybe will try to I'm gonna try to get a quote for this from Adorama today, and maybe that'll be my mission for today, because it would be nice to get like $100 back for it. So this camera was I think I paid $500 for this camera, just the body. I think if you buy the camera plus the lens, it was gonna be $700. So since I already had the lens, it was not really a savings because like it was an investment in the beginning. It's just like the basic strap, so I'm not going to show you and bore you with that. You just have to thread it through. But yeah, I thought I would just tell you a little bit. It is a little bit more substantial feeling than the other camera, to be honest, but it does feel very similar. I do like it, and I do think it was a worthwhile purchase, and I got a good deal on it because it was on sale at Best Buy, and I have my Best Buy credit card, so I have it on financing. So over the course of 12 months, I always do extra money, so I never like have to worry about interest. Because if I pay it off, I have 0% financing within 12 months. So I think I'm gonna pay like $70 per month. And then on top of that, I also had a Rakuten cashback, so I think I got 3% cash back for the purchase. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, let me just continue saying this up. I really need coffee, so actually that's the first order of business. And then, actually no, first is gonna charge this, so I'm gonna charge it. Update, the battery is exactly the same, so I can use my, so I guess they like changed it, so now all you get is like the cord and then the brick, but in the past they used to give you like an actual cradle for it. So that just means that I can actually use my other batteries even though they don't really work. But that also means that now I can look for backup batteries, because the problem with my 10-year-old camera, now that I know this, maybe I should return it, the new one, but I couldn't find battery replacements for my old camera. So yeah, anyway, I'm also going to start using the vlogging grip thing that I bought. So I got this on Amazon, I'll try to link you, but I got it from like a place in Brooklyn actually, so I could have gone there in person. But it's supposed to be able to like do everything from the handle, so I don't have to like fumble around. But y'all, why am I craving eggs? I want like crispy eggs. That's weird, because it's also like, that's why I don't like eggs, is because they never get crispy, and I like crispy crunchy foods. I saved a couple of pieces of bread from the to go pickup from, where was that, Fabrique. So I'm going to just like toast this, eat it with some butter. Okay, so while that's toasting, may as well vacuum in here, because there's like some dust and stuff in here. I mean, obviously. So my robot vacuum kind of broke, and I haven't figured out if I'm replacing it or trying to fix it. I can't fix it easily. I'm gonna have to buy like a bunch of new stuff. So the robot vacuum, I think, is about 7 years old at this point, so it's kind of like, it lasted a long time, and I used it like every day for a while before the Wi-Fi stopped connecting to it. So definitely got my use out of it, because I got it on sale from Walmart. I think I got it for like $150 7 years ago, so ooh, perfect timing. Just finished vacuuming and just got the beep that my toast is ready. That bread was so good. I think I just need carbs. I still haven't done my laundry, but I'm going to go through the paper stuff from the travel fair, figure out what I actually want to keep and want to kind of plan in terms of like, this actually came in handy. I had this sitting out because my friend was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Alabama. I don't know what to do there. Is there like good food? And I was like, hold on, I actually have literature about this because of the travel fair. Because I actually talked to the guy from Alabama, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go there for a work trip. Can you like tell me like what's good? And he handed me this, so he knew that the food was the most important thing. Anyway, so I sent it to my friend. I don't know if she's gone yet, but basically where she's going is known for like fried oysters, I think. Anyway, so I have that, but there's like a bunch of other literature in here, so I'm gonna go through this and then kind of recycle it. I have a trash bag down there, but basically I'm just trying to like reduce a lot of the paper trash I have in my apartment. It is 11 o'clock and I haven't done very much. I did finish editing another video and it's uploading right now. I should, that's what I went into my room and I couldn't remember what I did, so I grabbed socks. I went in there to grab my computer charger, so let me do that. Dang, I was just crawling over here to plug in my computer charger, but look how much my plants have grown since I last updated you less than a week ago. That's crazy. I am making terrible progress at going through all of this stuff. I'm ending up keeping like 50% of what I'm going through, and I stopped here to just read these details here about the annual plan. So I am not vouching or recommending any particular agency for insurance, for travel insurance, but I would say even if you think that you're not gonna have any problem, that's the thing with insurance. It's like, even if you think you're not gonna have an issue, it's worth it because it's a small investment up front. I don't even have AIG. So the literature here I have is for AIG. I use a different brand. I use Allianz, but there's plenty of other brands. Take a look because there's like state-by-state things. This is US centric, sorry. I don't know anything about travel insurance outside of the US, except for Korea. But I would say that it's totally worth it, in my opinion. I haven't had to use it, but having the security, knowing that if something went sideways, I would have it. Because for example, I'm gonna go into the next age bracket soon, but for ages 0 to 34 for New York residents, the New York not taxes, New York taxes are kind of higher, but usually like the insurance rates are a little bit higher for New York. I don't know why, I've just noticed that, but for 0 to 34, an annual plan for AIG, again, I'm not vouching for it, but it's $236.79. The good thing is it covers so much. There is usually like a cap annually, but when I talked to the guy here, the representative at the travel fair, because the annual cap, for example, for trip interruption coverage is $2,500, and that's like annually. So like, let's say I was like, okay, so if I go to Korea, usually my flight itself is like $25, and I was like, so what do I do? And he was like, well, basically buy the insurance for a big trip like that per trip, but like if I was like going to Boston, let's say, it's not going to be like a $2,500 airplane ticket. Again, not giving insurance advice. That was just what he had recommended. It does cover, again, trip interruption, $2,500 maximum per year, and it only cost, again, $236, but I don't have this brand. I'm just giving an example. But then on top of that, if you get a trip delay, you get a max of $150 per day for 5 hours, and then that would be a maximum limit annually for $1,500. Single occupancy, you get $2,500 limit, 100% of the insured trip cost. The other thing is baggage coverage. So the baggage coverage is actually pretty good. So again, I like to stack my insurances, and I haven't had to use it, thank goodness. But I have my credit card provides me trip insurance. I have my annual plan, and then if it's a bigger trip, I do tend to buy the trip protection as well, just because I don't want to be stranded someplace and have to pay a bunch, because some of the plans you have to definitely take a look. Certain plans have like a lower annual cost, but it doesn't cover as much, obviously. So things like I wanted to add, for example, I knew I was going on a cruise, so I wanted to make sure that I had, like, if my body needed to be flown back somewhere, I would have coverage for that, because that's very expensive. Oh, and the other thing is I also have like health insurance through my company, and I also do the accidental dismemberment and death sort of insurance that my companies usually offer. It's like $2 a month, and I'm like, well, I would rather, if I lose my arm or I'm like dying, I would rather not have a burden on my family, etc., to get my body back. So anyway, vouching for insurance in general, not specific plans or insurance companies. I'm also not an insurance agent. I'm just telling you it's worth a couple $100s to have a little bit of peace and mind, security, whatever. I finished, but I found the cutest stickers. I forgot about them. They're from Anchorage in Alaska, but I like the moose with the binoculars. He's funny. And then this is like all of their mascots. They're cute. Will I maybe regret doing this? Perhaps, but this is just my new Kindle case. And I'm gonna put this funny sticker on here. I'm gonna put it at an angle. He's just so cute. I love him. So I actually like rarely ever put stickers on anything, because I'm like, what happens if I don't like it? I think I can peel it off, because this is like, yeah, it's textured. So maybe I should put this one on too, like maybe here. But then it's like, I love Anchorage if I put 2 stickers on, and I don't really have any real opinions about Anchorage. I've never been there. But I do love me this moose, because he's just my favorite. He's like really on a mission. He's seeing a bear. I had a little bit of a fear / scare, that's the word, about my taxes. So I did pay online on the portal, but I never got like a bill on the portal, and I did it proactively because I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing on April 15th. I don't know how long it's going to take to process. So I paid what I had on my like tax return thing from my accountant or tax preparer, whatever. I'm now wondering if the tax bill thing on the portal means like if you have like a payment plan. I don't know. Anyway, I did make sure everything seems to be aligned, but I have my lunch ready to go. It's like 12:30, so let me show you. This looks unbalanced, but that's because I chose a small plate and the sweet potato fries took longer, but got some chicken, got some cucumbers, got some sweet potato fries, and tzatziki sauce to dip. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to go do my laundry. It's a lot of laundry. I thought I lost my phone. It fell down in my hamper. I love how I had so many grand plans about what I was going to do today. Don't think I'm leaving my apartment building, but maybe I'll go on a walk. We'll see. It's cold. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe start packing a little bit, like getting my stuff ready, especially the stuff from my office. I'm gonna do that while I'm waiting for my laundry. Oh my gosh, so I'm tackling paper stuff today. So one of the things is all of the receipts and stuff I have to keep for expenses, even though I do the expense reporting, just in case something comes up or I get audited. Oh, if I get audited again, okay, so long story, but when I came back from Korea, I got audited for my taxes because I think my tax people were not the best, because a couple years later I ended up having to fire them because they ruined my taxes. Anyway, so on top of that, I have like receipts and stuff that you need to keep for taxes, like medical bills and FSA, stocks, all that stuff. I never take any, actually now I'm saying it out loud, I think a lot of that is now online as well. So anyway, I'm gonna just file it. I keep my current year taxes in a different folder, and then everything else that I keep for taxes in a different binder, because I think you have to keep it for 7 years. And my friend was like, just take pictures of it. No, it's better for me to have paper version, because if I try to do it like digital clutter is worse than my like paper clutter, if you're being completely honest with you, which is crazy. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm watching decluttering videos of people like in their 20s wearing crop tops, talking about like how their style is changing and they're getting more mature, and then they're like, I'm gonna keep this crop top, it's barely a bra, but I mean it's worth it. So I'm watching that right now too. Anyway, I'm sweating, it's hot, I'm gonna turn on the fan. Thank God I set the timer, because I almost forgot. I was like so into organizing my papers. Oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. I had to turn on the fan to help cool / also dry all my clothes. But how did I end up with so many freaking pants in 2 weeks? That's crazy. I think it's because I packed a lot more pants than I wore in Kansas. I just wash them all. Whatever's in my suitcase when I come home, it goes in the wash. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to taking care of my paper trash. Okay, it was ending. Gonna go down and get my laundry from the dryer. Hopefully this time it did dry, because I have no space on my clothing racks. Okay, so it does feel like everything got dry. Sorry, I was dragging my hamper. But I think what I'm gonna do, I usually try to, it's stupid, this is like gonna be operationally good, but I usually fold my laundry on the couch and then I have to carry everything into my room. I'm gonna fold everything on my bed and then I don't have to transfer it twice, you know? Okay, it's 4 o'clock, got a lot of stuff done today, so that's a plus. Gonna get back in here, finish editing, and talk to, oh, I need water. I saw my empty water glass and I remembered. Okay, I'm gonna try to set up my new camera. We'll see. The precarious placement of this camera right now is interesting. I'm like holding this tripod. I'm on my phone right now and I'm holding the tripod with my foot, so hopefully it stays up. But this is, oh, I didn't charge the grip, so hopefully it will work. But yeah, so this is the new camera grip that I bought. So it's the Koa brand, and again, I bought it on Amazon, so I'll link you if you're interested. But it's supposed to work with all the mirrorless Sonys. And then let me just set it up. So it also not only is a grip, but it also can be a tripod. So if you set it up like this, and actually it's probably a little bit better than the other tripod I have, because it actually like holds its place and stuff like that. And it has some grippies on the bottom, so it's great. You can see here that this is for turning it on. I don't know how good the lighting is. This is for starting the video, zooming in and out, and then also this is for taking a photo. So it should technically be able to work. So let's see. Okay, so it is in. This is like definitely a more substantial camera than my old one. Oh, just kidding. I don't need to charge it. This is for plugging it into the camera. Newbie here. So this is here. And this is, oh, it's on the opposite side. Well, darn. Okay, hold on. Maybe this goes into the camera. No, this definitely goes into the camera. Hold on, let me pause. I have an instruction book before I break everything. Okay, the instructions are important. I thought I could just figure it out. There's not that many moving parts. Okay, Type C multi. Type C to muli. Cable connecting cable port. Do not like, probably thinks that I'm smart enough to know how to plug it in. Do not drop it, okay? It doesn't tell you how to plug it in. Okay, hold on. Let me try to figure it out, because I don't think that this one fits in here. Oh, it does. I don't think that I should be plugging this in here, though, because that doesn't look... Because now I'm like, wait, does it go in here? Update. This is not the right port thing, so I'm gonna have to see if another cable will work. As an update, I don't have another cable right now, so I'm gonna just try to use this as just a grip, and it's not gonna be able to do the full functionality until I find a USB-C to USB-C. But let me see if I can turn this on. So again, unlike my old camera, the screen flips out. Again, on the top, I have to turn it on like this. Hopefully the battery works. I see something happening. Okay, English, enter, New York. It is 6 p.m. Okay, daylight savings, I don't know if it's on or off. Okay, I have the imaging edge already because I had a Sony. Ooh, it works. It works, it works. So unfortunately I can't use the grip because, yeah, but it has face tracking. And then I think Sony also has like the smoothing filter. Hold on. Okay, this is my new camera. We'll see. I don't know. I think it's working. I haven't really set up anything, so it has like a smoothing filter, but it's preset. I think I'm gonna turn that off because it looks a little, you know, too fake. Sorry, that was my tripod. But yeah, there's like certain YouTubers that I know use the filter. Like Kyun Choi uses the filter to its highest extent. It's like scary how filtered. So let me see if I can like turn it off in the middle. No, I can't. Okay, anyway. It has tracking on it too. That's nice. So does it kind of like stabilized? It's kind of stabilized. Okay, I think I like this camera. So again, I can't use my vlogging grip right now as an actual what it's supposed to do. So I can't like zoom in and zoom out with it because I don't have the cable. So the one that came with it doesn't connect to this camera. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get a USB-C, it looks like, to a HDMI or USB-C. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. But so far so good. I mean, this is only on the screen, so I don't know how actually crisp it is, and I won't figure it out until next year when I'm editing this video, but my skin is not this filtered. So just know that it's not that smooth in real life, it's just a filter on the camera that's preset. But yeah, I'm impressed. Okay, I do have like the UV filter on my lens, so I'm gonna have to turn that off. I had it on there for the eclipse, but I just filmed a video, so let's see. Okay, this is my new camera, we'll see. I don't know. It looked good, and the sound quality is great so far. And again, this is just from the body of the camera as well, so it's not even put in my computer, obviously. But I'm impressed. Okay, so it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to everything. I do like the face tracking feature. It tracks like where the eyes are and stuff. But yeah, this is a brand new camera, obviously, so I'm gonna have to figure out the lighting and stuff and the settings on the camera. Hopefully you can't hear my air purifier too loud. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, it's about 10:30. I'm going to bed, and tomorrow will be Sunday. I don't know if I'm gonna go out of my house, to be completely transparent with you. I kind of thought today I would, but I didn't do it, as you obviously saw. I just kind of like busied myself doing all the household tasks that I needed to get done in order to go on my trip next week for work. I haven't griped about it yet, I don't think, on this vlog, but it's gonna be like 90 degrees next week in Atlanta, so I don't know how to pack for that, because it was like 40 degrees and rainy today, which is also kind of why I didn't leave my house. So I don't know how to dress for it, because it's like also going to be like 90 degrees in New York on Tuesday, but I'm not going to be here. So it's like gradually and then suddenly like getting really hot and then probably back down to cold again by the time I come back. I think it's supposed to be like 50 or 60 next weekend. I don't know if it'll actually make it there because that's a long time in advance. Anyway, tomorrow will be Sunday and I'll check back in with you then. So see you then. I have to figure out how this camera works because the Sony thing, like when you turn on the video, it makes the thing on the screen smaller, so then I always cut off the top of my head. Anyway, I am getting ready for the day. It's about 8:30, but I woke up at like 5:50 this morning and I was like, I'm gonna get a workout in, but like my laundry is still wet over there. I did a touch test, but yeah, anyway, it's Sunday. I need to pack, I need to fold my laundry, probably in opposite order because I'm guessing some of the trousers that I had washed need to come with me to Atlanta next week. I mean tomorrow, dang, tomorrow. But again, I'm still trying to figure out this camera. I think I'm gonna return the Kowa grip. I do think it's good, especially if you don't have the brand new camera, because I think what I want is not to have the cord. So the previous versions of the Sonys don't have Bluetooth, but the one that I just bought has Bluetooth. So I think I'm gonna get the grip from Sony. I found a good alternative from Adorama. Basically, it was an open box where somebody took the SD card and then returned everything else, apparently. I don't really need the SD card because I have my own. I just came on here to say I'm using up my Misha toner. This will be the last day. So this is the Time Revolution First Treatment Essence Pro Ferment Alpha, and this is my favorite toner. I have some other toners I have to use up before I can repurchase, but this is my go-to item since like college. I'm getting ready. I'm going to probably, if If I leave my house today, I'll probably put on makeup, but otherwise I'm just probably staying in my house, so skincare it is. I'm also looking at Too Good To Go to see if any good bags pop up because I want to find a treat for my colleagues, but the issue is that if I don't get the treat that I'm anticipating, my freezer is full of bread, and I don't really eat bread fast enough to, like, you know, be able to get rid of it. And I have like a couple of loaves in there at this point. Oh, I'll also tell you, I've been really liking this CosRx. So this was sent to me free for a review from Influencer and CosRx. This is the the 6 peptide skin booster, and I've been really liking it. Basically, I use it after I use this toner and then before I use other serums. So the back here says basically that if you use it, it'll enhance basically the other serums and ampules you use, and I think that is definitely the case. My skin has been feeling so much better after that. Also, I turned off the skin texture thing, adjuster thing, the smoother function, and I still think my face looks like oddly smooth in the screen. Anyway, that's the update there. And then I think for moisturizer today, I'm going to use this 111 Skin, and this one is the Y Theorem Day Cream, and I think I'm going to just use this because it's right there, honestly. And then YSL, I'm going to use the YSL Pure Shots Eye Reboot Concentrate, and this was sent to me free for review from Influencer and YSL as well. And I've been really liking this product. I might actually repurchase it. I don't know how big of a dent it'll have in my wallet, but I'm considering it because I do think that it works pretty well for my issues where I have like a little bit of mild puffiness. So as I'm aging, I'm just finding myself getting more and more puffy. I'm not really seeing any wrinkles per se, it's just puffiness and under eye darkness. Anyway, I am going to get ready and, oh, sunscreen. My sunscreen. This is it. Still using this up. Honestly, I think there's a lot more product in these than I feel like it is because, again, when I was on my cruise, I thought I was going to go through the entire container, but I did not. And I've been using it every day for my facial sunscreen ever since. Okay, yesterday I prepped my, what's this called? Coffee. Okay, I'm gonna use some of this fireweed honey. I made some toast and put some butter on it, but I'm also adding, this is some of the best honey because it tastes honestly very different than regular honey. So if you ever go to Alaska, consider buying this. It was like kind of reasonably priced as well. And you can also get the huge jars if you're really into honey. I'm also wondering, oh gosh, I just hate how it cuts off my head. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out the instructions, but I'm also thinking that I probably should go through my, what's it called, my closet, because there's quite a few work dresses in here that I haven't worn for like years, because I've been working from home since 2020, March 14th. Anyway, so I am getting everything ready to go, and I will be folding laundry for the next 10 minutes probably. I know, 10 minutes seems dramatic, but I think it will be 10 minutes. I just got upgraded, thankfully. Actually, no, not so thankfully. I got upgraded to a middle seat in Comfort Plus, but then I changed it to, unfortunately, an exit aisle, but we'll see. I feel like maybe the risk is kind of low for an emergency exit between LaGuardia and Atlanta because it's only like a couple hours, hopefully. Okay, so still trying to figure out this camera, but I have everything set out that I'm going to pack. Honestly, I'm taking too many sweaters and too many pants / bottoms, but I do have my airplane outfit packed over there. So I have one packed for the way there and for the way back, so maybe I have just enough pair of pants and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to eventually put these in my suitcase. But actually, I just remembered that my suitcase is still over here because I like to keep it like quarantined, I guess, for lack of a better word, in my hallway after I get back, and I usually keep it out there for a week, and I've only been back for just over a week. So, going to pack my suitcase, and I still want to figure out how this camera works because I am extending my arm all the way, and that's how you can see my whole head. Otherwise, at a comfortable distance, you don't see the top of my head, which is fine because I don't have any hair up there, so it's like a little bit of a, you know, do I have hair or am I bald sort of situation. I also went through my, what's it called, my closet, and I found a handful of dresses that I think I'm gonna like try to resell / donate just because I haven't really worn them or they're like no longer my style. This one is from 8 Seconds, so it's like a very old dress for me, but this was like my go-to office dress / everyday dress in Korea. It does have pockets. I do like it, but it's like, honestly, it's too short now for my old age. And then I have this dress. Honestly, I've worn it a couple of times. It's from Topshop, and it's in the size, I have no idea, 4. But basically, I like it, but it just, the zipper is metal, which I know is higher quality than like a plastic zipper, but it just gets really cold on my back, and I don't like it that much. I have this H&M dress. This was also my go-to dress for a while. It was like an everyday casual / you could also wear it to the office on casual days when there's no external meetings. Banana Republic. This was also one of my go-to dresses. I don't know. I just don't really wear dresses these much anymore because, like, even though I wear trousers at home, I don't tend to wear office dresses. And then finally, this Banana Republic. It's kind of like a very stretchy, tight dress, and I just don't feel that comfortable in it. Size 0, but it's like also a weird length of sleeve for me because my arms are kind of short, so it like hits me kind of like below my elbows, but I think it's not supposed to be that long, but it's also like a little bit too long below my elbows, so it's like in between being like where it should be and also like it looks like I shrink my sleeves. Anyway, those are going in the donate pile. I always keep a few things in my suitcase. I always keep some Band-Aids just in case. Some Lactaid, what are these called? Sheet masks, etc. I do have a extra night guard just so I don't forget. And then over here I have some bags where I like to keep my shower shoes. I always keep those in here because I never want to step foot on a carpet in a hotel or a bathtub in a hotel without shower shoes on. A lint roller, and then also this mirror. So this mirror is one that I got from Daiso. I think I will actually probably want to repurchase the one from Amazon because this one is like honestly not quite as good. It's just not as big, and I don't like the fact that the button is exposed. So the one I have on Amazon, I think it's on my storefront actually if you want to check it out. I might get a commission if you click on it, but basically the one on Amazon has a lid so it'll keep the mirror turned off. I don't know, my brain is not functioning. I have not had enough coffee today. But this one is okay for just now. It was 500 yen, but I think I paid like $8 for it, $7 for it because I bought it in New York. But anyway, let me just get everything packed. I just messaged one of my friends. Sorry, I'm going through my bag of bags. But I just messaged one of my friends. I was like, are you randomly going to be in Atlanta this week? Because my friend owns property in Atlanta, and they were like, yeah, actually I was just looking at last minute tickets for today and tomorrow for Atlanta. Like, when are you going to be there? And I said, tomorrow through Friday. But then they like said that they weren't going to go because they realized that they were just too tired, which I totally get. That friend lives in Boston. I saw them when I was there for a trip. I was interviewing, I think. That was why I was there. Okay, anyway, I was looking for compression suitcase things just for a little bit of some organization in my suitcase, just because sorry, all my shirts are starting to drag. I don't know if it's my body because all of my shirts are starting to drag in the front. Anyway, yeah, I am like not in the habit of using my camera, so now I have my phone. But I am trying to use the compression bags because honestly I got lazy. But my last trip in Kansas, it was so hard because I literally had to live out of a suitcase because there were no drawers and they only had 6, I think 5 maybe, hangers. And like, you know, for an entire week you have to, you know, have more than 5 things to hang up, like sweaters and jackets, and then also pants. You need more than 5 hangers, and there were like no other places to put hangers because it was like not a closet rod, it didn't go across, it like came out, and there were only 5 little places. So I don't even know if I would have asked for extra hangers if I could have put them anywhere. Anyway, I'm griping because I just don't want to pack. But oh, the other thing is I was looking on the Google Maps, and apparently there's a very good Goodwill on like 1 station away from my hotel on the train. I know people are like, don't use the train in Atlanta, you're gonna get stabbed, but I felt like I was fine. I've always used the train when I've gone there, and then everybody made me scared, but realistically I think it's a little bit more chill than New York subways, to be honest. It's only 1 stop, and I feel like I'm gonna just do that one night, maybe Monday night, because then I'll like have something to do when I get in there, get my head clear, because like honestly it's just been a very stressful few weeks. So the reason why I'm going is also stressful. So I just want to relax a little bit. So I think my colleague won't be getting it until after I do, so like after the work day, so I'll like take my couple of meetings from the hotel and then hopefully be able to like break away to go thrifting, maybe go to the grocery store to pick up some food for breakfast and lunch so I can like save my per diem for dinners and having a beverage with dinner perhaps. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna pack, so I'm just procrastinating and this is how you get random content. I'm gonna just refill this Purell with the Target brand hand sanitizer. I thought I lost this, but did not, found it. Again, I'm using my phone instead of my new camera, but I'm just putting together my purse. I'm gonna take this one. I thrifted it. It's a Dagny Dover, like a leather bag. But in the front here, I have my backup charger, and I have my cord, and then I have my cushion compact. I'm gonna put in my wallet. And then also my keys, obviously. But within here I have hand cream, hand sanitizer, lip balm, and eye drops. The necessities, obviously. Okay, so basically I didn't unpack from last trip because I knew I was kind of coming to this next trip, but I need to get rid of this and find a better face wash because this was absolutely horrendous. I know a lot of people really like it, but it's just like, it doesn't work on my skin. It doesn't clean my skin. I didn't break out or anything. It was just like, you know, stuff was left over. But in terms of what I have as options, sorry, I hate it when people's teeth squeak like that. Especially on like meetings and stuff. Exfoliator, no. I'm leaning between Tatcha, because that's small, and then Clean It Zero Vanilla Co, because that's also small. I think I'm going to take the Vanilla Co. I'm going to put this back in here, but realistically it doesn't really do that much. I think this honestly might be good for like cleaning makeup brushes. Well, I don't know. The problem was that it wasn't cleaning my makeup off my face. Okay, making my lunch. Falafel, sweet potato fries, cucumbers, tzatziki. I was putting it off because honestly I have to move all of that stuff, the heavy stuff. But I'm gonna put the new rug in here, so pray for me. I did measure it. It's going to be like slightly overlapping with the exercise mats, both of them. So it is what it is, but this room is just like an awkward size and shape. I should also put my laundry racks away. What an absolute effort, but it looks so much better. It's a lot bigger than I thought, so it really goes over underneath this exercise mat, which is good that I have this and not like, you know, I can't think of it. So there's no hump where I'm trying to stand, but it looks pretty good. Plush, but it's also not like super thin, if that makes sense. Also, this was sent to me free for a review from Rugs USA, and I do like it. It seems like it'll be a little bit difficult to keep clean just because it's white and I didn't Scotch guard it, but I did have one casualty. As I was wrangling this other mat out underneath my desk, this fell over. This is my dehumidifier and it had water in it. So I'm hoping that it just like stopped working because the water is leaking. Because it fell over so the water got in here, but it did make a little spark sound, like a sound. So I'm not sure if it's gonna work anymore, but I'm gonna empty it and hope for the best. I don't think putting in rice will help. I just looked at my face in the mirror. I didn't realize this is what my hair looked like because I was climbing underneath my desk constantly rather, to try to like nudge the carpet along. But yeah, it looks so much better. But yeah, as I was saying, it's so much brighter in here now actually. But yes, that was an absolute workout, and it took me like an hour. So I don't think I'm leaving my house, to be honest. Gonna take out my trash and recycling now. Super fun. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I left the light on in my office. That stinks. But yeah, okay. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling prepared, ready to take on the week. 6:30. Part of me wants a beer, but I shouldn't have one. Oh, I need to empty my humidifier in here. Dehumidifier, rather. Okay, so I was just sitting here doing some digital decluttering, aka going through photos on my camera roll on my phone, and apparently there was a shooting like a couple blocks away, because I was kind of wondering, I was like, there's some like action out there. And then there were like police cars and the crime app. The crime app told me before the police cars moved, but anyway, what a day. And now they got helicopters. I need to go to the airport. My flight is at 9, so now I have to contend with traffic a little bit. So I think I probably should head out here around I want to say 7, but I know it probably 6:45 or so, because I don't know how long those security lines are going to be, and I also don't know how bad traffic's going to be. But what the heck is going on a few blocks from me? There was a stabbing after the shooting. Like, what the heck? I'm sure it's like all related. Today was actually a really nice day outside. When I went outside to take out my trash, everybody was out playing. Like, tons of people around. So my guess is just it was like the first nice day of the season. No, there's just some personal business I want to take care of, perhaps in the downtime. I had like the thought. I was watching stuff on social media. I don't know why, but I'm getting sent thrifting videos, like how to thrift at the bins for profit. And my friend and I were talking about doing that, like legitimately as a potential option. So maybe my phone was listening, but now I'm like kind of into it. But apart from that, I also started getting served sample sale videos. And you know I love me looking around at a good sample sale. I can never film in there. Basically they say you can't film, but there's always like Chinese ladies like doing live streaming where they're like, do you want this? Do you want? I don't know, I don't speak Chinese, but I just assume that they're like trying to sell everything in the sample sale place. But there was like sample sale, what brand was it? Versace was in Atlanta, I guess, a couple of months ago, but it was like cycling through my Instagram. Anyway, I looked, and their only sample sale that's going on this week is like for garden planters, and like I'm not bringing that with me back on the plane. I said no thank you to my company's files, my paper files, no thank you. But yeah, anyway, so not doing that. So then I was also like, oh, I wonder if there's a baseball game because it's baseball season. And unfortunately the Atlanta team is in Seattle this week, so I'm not going to be able to see them, unfortunately. Because I was like looking at the time, I was like, dang, those are late games. I was like, I could for sure get to the ballpark like after work because like it doesn't start until 9. I was like, oh my god, but then I'd be there until like 1 a.m. And then also the other thing is like the Atlanta Braves Stadium, I think it's like the Truist is their park name. I think it's a bank. The commute from my hotel to there is like very short. It's like literally in the northern part, so I just have to hop over. But yeah, can't get to Mariners, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you for watching. This has been a really boring weekend, I think. Sorry about that, except for my fun camera that I still don't know how to use because my head keeps getting chopped off at the top. But yes, I also am wondering now, maybe the batteries just don't last as long as I think they do, because this is the brand new battery that came with this camera and it's at 60% now, and I haven't filmed that much, I don't think. Anyway, that is what's going on. Just thoughts from my head at the moment. But thank you for watching. Follow me over on Instagram at Eat, Stretch, Explore, and also consider subscribing, etc. here on YouTube because it's free. I don't know what else to say. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Bye.